what's up and welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. It is going to be a full review, eye demo, and swatches on the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture World Traveler palette. And since the second I saw this palette, the first images of it months and months ago, I knew I had to have it. I absolutely loved all of the colors and I just had very high hopes for it since I love Anastasia shadows. So if you are interested in seeing some swatches of the palette, my thoughts on it, and also how I created this eye makeup look, then please keep watching. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you like reviews, and let me know your thoughts on the makeup look that I chose to do with this palette. I would love to hear your feedback. I always love to hear your feedback. And let's get into the review. Okay, so the box just looks like this. It is golden black and it's kind of shiny and just really pretty and classy. And then on the back it says Shadow Couture World Traveler, 12 hot shades ranging from vibrant mattes and delicate shimmers to bold metallics. Delivers smooth, crease-proof color that layers to create any look. Includes new professional quality dual side blending brush for travel-friendly touch-ups. And then it has a picture of the palette that is inside. And it also says that the product is cruelty-free, so that is always a good thing. When you take the palette out of the box, it has the exact same graphic from the box, and the back just kind of has all the ingredients the exact same way. The only thing that it's missing is the little graphic of the palette, but that's not really something you need on a palette anyway. And it has a little magnetic clasp. So it snaps closed and it's actually very durable and very secure, so I can't see it opening up in like a suitcase or anything like that. So I don't think you have to worry about that. And then of course it comes with a decent sized mirror, and I think it's perfect. You can still get the job done if you're just using this mirror. It's not too big, but it's not too small. And then when you fold it over, these are all the shadows. There are 12 shadows, and like I said before, they do range between mattes, satins, metallics, shimmers. You get a really good selection here. And what I love about Anastasia Beverly Hills is she actually includes a very high quality brush in her palette, like a double-ended brush. One side is for the crease and it's like a really soft blending brush, and then the other side is more of a kind of flat shader brush, or you can kind of smoke out the lower lash line with it, do a little detail in the inner corner. It's just a really nice brush that it comes with. So I think that's awesome that she includes that, considering most brands that include a high quality brush, the palettes are a lot more than $30, aka Urban Decay, like 50 something. You pretty much just get some really pretty warm neutrals over here, then you get some pops of color over here, and then you get some really pretty metallic shimmers over in this corner, and then of course a black eyeshadow. So I think this palette is actually perfect for travel. I did more of a neutral look yesterday using the palette and I loved it. And then of course, you know, if you want to do a smoky eye, that's totally obtainable as well. And then of course your pops of color. So I think the shades that are in this palette are beautiful. Some of them I believe are limited to this palette, and then other ones you can purchase online. For instance, Soft Peach Morocco, Noir, and Pink Champagne. So the quality of the shadows are absolutely comparable to if you were to purchase them individually. I actually created a palette on her website a couple of weeks ago, and the pigmentation is exactly the same. She did not cheap out on it whatsoever, which I think is really great. Some of my favorite shades in this palette are definitely Morocco. I love Soft Peach as a transition color. It's absolutely amazing. As you know, I love using Bamboo by MAC, and that one's actually very similar, so I love that. And when you're fair like me, sometimes it's hard to find a good transition color that's included in a palette. And then this blue is like so pigmented, you guys. How pretty is that? And they swatch like a dream. There goes my brush. So overall, I was so happy with this palette. I think if you are thinking of getting this palette, you should totally do it before it's gone. I believe it is limited edition. Most of her palettes are, but she usually has them on sale for a little while until she pulls them. So right now you can purchase this palette on Sephora. You can purchase it from Ulta, Nordstrom, Macy's, pretty much anywhere Anastasia Beverly Hills is sold. I give this palette a big thumbs up I think it's great, and I think that if you are looking for a really great palette that's very versatile, that will work for all different skin tones, this is the one for you. So if you are interested in seeing my eye demo on the makeup look I'm wearing right now, I did use all shades from this palette, and I will include swatches in the end. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and let's jump into the swatches and then the makeup demo. Start off this eye demo, I am going to jump right on into this beautiful palette and pick up the shade Soft Peach and dust that in my upper crease as my transition color so all the other shadows blend really nicely. And I did want to kind of add a little bit more color, so I'm going to pick up the shade Milani, which is like kind of the same color but a little bit darker, and I'm going to dust that right below to add more of a gradient effect on my big fluffy blending brush. Next, I'm going in with the shade Morocco, and Morocco is this beautiful warm brown kind of orangey terracotta color. And on my Sigma E25, I'm going to blend that back and forth in my actual crease to create some depth to the look. On a flat shader brush, I'm going to pick up the shade Metallic, which is this awesome kind of antique gold color, and oh my gosh, it is so metallic. I love it, and I like to press that in so it's more intense. To smoke out my crease, I'm taking the color Fudge and the Sigma E25 blending brush, and I'm going to kind of have that flat in my crease so I can really focus it like deep and low in the crease, kind of in the socket. And I'm just going to run that back and forth and switching between circular motions, and of course blend everything out with a clean blending brush so everything looks nice and blended and smoky. That is the key here. And I am going to line my lower lash line using the shade Morocco from the palette and just blend everything out with a pencil brush. And then I'm going to take the color Fudge again and focus that just on the outer corner and blend it out. I am going to pop a little bit of metallic into the inner tear duct area and add some black liner and then smoke it out further with the color Morocco so everything looks really intense. And I didn't think I had enough Fudge in the crease, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Go ahead and add your favorite mascara. This is Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. And I'm also going to pop on some false lashes as well. These ones are the style 217 from Namie's Beauty Center. And the look is complete. I really hope you enjoyed this review, and let me know if you picked up the palette, what your favorite color combinations are. I'd love to know. And thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys soon.